Surviving infidelity. Updated, first love from college who cheated on me, hurt me, now wants to be part of my life after over 15 years. She just got divorced and her husband left her for a younger woman. She is 36 and I'm 38. Her husband is 43 and left her for a 23-year-old Swedish girl at his work. She has 3 kids with him, one 8 and 2 young ones 3 and 4. She contacted me on Facebook, saying she couldn't breathe when she saw my face again. She said I was so handsome, and that she aged and all this stuff. Saw me on the alumni page of our college when I decided to join the group. I decided to answer her back pretending to be friendly, but the pain came back. I forgot about this woman and it took me 3 years to get over her and move on. I still remember her making a pact with some girls in our class, saying she would never date me. That's what one of the girls told me, she said. And the other girls told her I was weak, not good enough for her and she deserves a strong man. All these weird things that made no sense. It was like they were jealous and planting seeds in her head. I still remember telling her, you shouldn't tell those girls everything about our life. If you even say something like you were sad or hurt, they will try to plant seeds, and she cried and said she didn't know how to trust. Well, she trusted them over me and ended up cheating, making out with 10 people, including mutual friends and 2 of the girls who I thought were our close friends. This was around mid-2000s. She claimed she was drunk. She tried to work things out with me, but the trust was broken. I tried, but couldn't do it. So I just left. It was hard missing her and holding her, and her smile. I only got over her when a friend of ours ran into me at the bookstore, and we talked about old times and I asked about her, and she told me she moved on from me real quick. She never asked about me, she never missed me, she started dating several guys etc., including one of our friends. All my friends were basically her friends as well. What's sad is, I was friends with them first and then she came along, and I decided these were not good people to be around. They all hid what she did for me, and all told her negative things about me. She ended up getting married. This is what she told me in her post, and said she saw me during COVID. She still works, and said she was so grateful for being able to have a high-paying job during this time, and I told her I was laid off and a bum, to try to get her to lose interest more. She said her husband cheated on her, told her one day that he met another woman, and it shook her. She couldn't stop crying. He left her in 2019 and she tried to fight for their marriage, but he said he got his mistress pregnant, and they finalized the divorce quickly. She said she wanted full custody, but he gets to have them from time to time. He said that was the least he could do for the pain he caused. She told me, this was the man her sister and girlfriends all picked for her. They basically approved him. He wasn't a good-looking guy, not charming, but he had a head on his shoulders and took care of his mom and family. She told me this was the guy she chose over me, and when she said that, she started crying. She asked me about my life and if I was married or had kids. I said no. So she messages me showing pictures of us together, and like everything was like old times. I was getting mad at her. Like, how the hell does this woman think everything is good? Does she not know how she ended our relationship? She took their side over me, she left me for dead, she never even cared to check up on me, and now she only contacts me when she lost her looks. Her husband left her, and used her? I remained calm, and she asks to hear my voice. She said, can I call you? I don't know. I figured okay, and the moment I say hello, she starts crying. She said, I can't believe it, my stomach is empty, I miss your voice, I can't breathe. And it's real tears, like flowing, so I said, are you okay? Don't cry. She tells me she couldn't stop thinking about me, how I used to smile at her, how I was so spontaneous and would make her laugh, and charming, and she said she remembered the cologne I wore, everything. I'm on the phone containing myself, because I'm having mixed feelings. Here I am, happy and sad, happy to hear from the woman I loved many moons ago, and sad because she stabbed me in the back and never gave a crap about me. We talked, and she asks to meet up just one time. I hang up the phone. She texts me and says, I'm sorry. I text back and say, sorry for what? She can't answer. She asked if she can see me in person, it'd be easier for her to explain. I said it's best we not meet in person, with this COVID and all. She said, no, they let you go out to eat outside, we can catch a bite. I need to see you or I'll crumble. I can't. She told me she listened to the wrong advice, and should have listened to me, but she struggled. She told me she cried for days, struggling on what to do. She wanted to be with me, but they told her I was a bum and will never be anything, and that I was a pretty boy, and pretty boys always cheat. So, she cheated on me to get me to not like her anymore. She claims that's why she made out with multiple people at a party, because she knew I wouldn't stop loving her, and she said her friends and family didn't like me and she couldn't choose me over them. Then me being a caring person, I didn't want to hear that. She already been through so much and her husband left her, she has nobody, etc. So I said, please don't bring that up, it's hurting me too. I don't want to get angry, it's the past, let's move forward. Focus on your kids and maybe some single father will date you, and you guys can have a blended family or something. I asked my aunts and female cousins for advice, and they told me she is a devil. She is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't give her the time of day. This woman never loved you. A woman who loves you will die for you. She will never want to see you hurt. You are a good man, you care too much and she knows that. Why are you feeling sorry for her? My aunt then tells me, ask yourself this, when you were hurting, was she there for you? If you were in her shoes, would she do the same for you? I said no, she wouldn't. Just recently, her girlfriends messaged me and said, if I really loved her, I would give her a second chance. When I read that, I was pissed off. Loved her. Second chance? What about me? She broke me, left me for dead, and now they trying to put a guilt on me, like huh? I just messaged back and said, I didn't mean to hurt her, but she left me for that guy. How would you feel? She said I understand, but just because she has 3 kids, doesn't mean she can't love you. She did love you before, forgive her, and move on. You ain't young yourself either. So this friend who I knew as well, is talking to me like this when she was one of the girlfriends who advised her that I was no good. She hooked her up with that guy she married. So I'm saying to myself, if this girl really did love me, why is she still talking to this no good woman, and having her message me? Then 2 days later, her father messages me saying my daughter is hurting here, and she would just like some closure. Could you at least give her that? I'm shocked. Again, closure? Why do I need to give her what she wants? When I wanted closure, she never gave me anything and just left me. I can't believe it. This is the man who hated my guts and loved that guy she married. The plain guy who cheated. Now he has the nerve to force me to get back with his daughter? This is crazy stuff, and I'm glad my aunts and cousins told me what the real truth is, and her father trying to get me to take her back. After she was used up and tossed to the curb with 3 kids, after this man even told her that her husband was a much better man than me. I'm getting angry here. How should I handle this situation? Please help. Now for the top advice before reading the first update. Shut this all down ASAP. 15 years and 3 kids later, now she needs you back? Oh yeah, the guy you don't need anybody to tell you that this woman is cancer. Would you even consider round 2? Nope, it's part of the reason why I got over her. Because I realized her friends and family didn't like me and liked that guy. So they chose that guy for her and she listened to them and left me hanging. Right now, her main focus is her kids. I'm just second fiddle, and because she thinks I'm a sucker and remembers how caring I was to her. Block her, her friends, and her family on every platform, and in every way possible. You are just a backup plan to her. A way to save face. And the fact that she sent flying monkeys into work for her, lets you know she is full of drama. She has always been like this since I've known her. She was indecisive, she didn't know what to do, so she always got advice from her sisters and girlfriends. They pretty much controlled her. She can't really think for herself, she also likes to have lots of friends. Now all of a sudden she is okay with a guy like me who doesn't have a large social circle, because I told her I don't trust people, a lot of people who will pretend to be your friend. She basically chose these evil low moral women over me, and is still friends with them. Simple, go no contact like you should have in the first place. There's nothing here but paint shopping. Don't do that to yourself, man. Oh, and block the friends and family too. Good luck, dude. I need to know how to end this. I was curious and it opened a can of worms. Her father contacting me, talking like a wise old kind man, yet this is the guy who hated my guts and liked the man who cheated on her. These people are sick and heartless. Why would I get involved with people who don't care about me? I just think, how should I talk to her now? I already said meeting in person is no good cause of COVID. Now for the first update. I struggled, but I had to meet her. I already made a mistake by answering her messages on Facebook, and then letting her call my phone, so I met up with her. I tried my best not to get angry or show anger. When we met, she was already waiting outside in front of the restaurant. She saw me walking up there. I had my mask in my hand and didn't notice her at first, until she saw me. I was walking and I saw someone crying with her hands covering her face. It was her, and she ran up to me and hugged me. I didn't hug her back, my hands were to my side. She was making like a big scene, and people were looking, and an older woman walked by us and asked, "Are you guys married? Is he coming back from the service?" I said no, just an old college friend, and the old woman said, "Well, she is way too emotional for just an old friend. You guys are cute together." I was already thinking this was a bad idea. She was making a scene, getting all emotional and people looking at us like we were in love, or she was in love, and they were going, "Aw, kiss her." I kept my composure, and we ordered and waited for our food outside. She looked older, a little bit more weight. She told me she missed me and that her heart is pounding. We started talking, she showed me photos of her daughters, and I said they looked just like their father, and she was really happy. But I wasn't. She was acting like everything was all good, and I just played along. We ate and finished our food and I wanted to talk to her private. so I said let's walk toward that park area and sit on a bench, and talk. I said, so what is the reason you wanted to meet me? She said straight up, that she misses me, and she told me to please listen to her and not get mad, she isn't good at explaining. She told me she messed up, she told me she understands if I don't want anything to do with her. But she said if I hadn't been through the stuff I did, if I hadn't been with the guys I did, and married the man I did and him leave me, I would never knew you were the one. I then snapped at her, I couldn't take it. I first talked calmly and told her, so let me see if I'm getting this right. So, you cheat on me, and remain friends with the girls who talked crap about me and you French kissed at the party, and the friends who you French kissed and made out with, but you left me to die. You left me, the one who loved you the most, the one who only confided in you, the one who had nobody. You left me hanging, you did that. Then I asked her, do you still talk to those friends? She starts crying, and said yes. So you abandoned me, and now you want me to be part of your life again? After your husband cheats on you, leaves you for a younger woman? She goes, I understand, while crying. I said to her, do you know how offensive and shameless this is, that you would have the nerve to suggest what you suggested? Like I'm winning some type of prize? What the hell do I get that's special? What do you have to offer me that these younger women don't? You already cheated on me, you already left me, you lied, you betrayed me, you still talk to those people and chose them over me, and listened to them over me, and you had kids with another man. So that shows to me that you are using me, that you don't care about me. You think I'm some type of sucker who will just forgive you? Then she starts crying hard and is having a panic attack, saying I don't know how to say it, I don't and I'm sorry, I beat myself every day for what I done to you, I do and. I then yell bullcrap, you are full of it. You moved on from me, they told me, and she goes, who told you? I said it doesn't matter. You dated guys I hated, guys we knew right after you left me. I felt guilty thinking it was all my fault, and you lied, even now you lie. You never asked about me, they showed a video of us together, and you didn't even shed a tear 3 years after you left me. I'm not doing this to hurt you, because I know how you are. You will go talk to your sisters and your girlfriends after this, because you don't know how to think for yourself, and they will say the same crap they always do, that I'm no good, and you deserve better, and yada yada. I told her I loved you, I wanted you to have my babies. If you had married me, I'd still be with you today. She said, I know. Then her sister calls her up. She is babysitting for her and said she has to go to work soon, so we cut our meeting short. I walk her to her car, and she then tries to hug me again. And I say no, and she fights with me saying no. So I just let her hug me, and she starts smelling my neck and tells me how she misses my scent and my cologne etc. Shortly after I get home before bed, she sends me a text message saying, I will not stop fighting for you. You asked me what do you get that's special? Nothing. You are right I gave myself to others, but I never felt what I feel with you, and I fought it out and listened to others' advice, and I chose against you and I paid dearly in suffering for it. She said you deserve to have a fresh start with a younger woman, you deserve that. All I can do is try and prove to you and I won't stop fighting for you. I hope you forgive me, but if you don't, I also understand. That was the last message she sent me and I didn't reply. Now for some advice before reading the second update. Well, that wasn't so bad. You got a front row seat to the premiere of Karmic Justice. Those seats are hard to come by. This made me laugh so hard. But everyone is right, she doesn't deserve a second chance at love with you. Hell, she's lucky if you even decide to be just friends. This girl did you real dirty, and now she has to sleep in the bed she's made. Stay strong. I wish Elle could buy you a beer. Agreed. This guy deserves a beer or 3 for how he handled this. You said it yourself, what could she possibly have that younger, hotter women don't? The worst of them never treated you like an animal that was left at the pound to be culled. No, she misses how you treated her before she betrayed you. But you will never be enough for her. She will easily betray you again the next time she thinks she can do better. Now for the second update. Sorry for the late update, this happened right after Christmas and I've been busy. So, I stopped talking to her after meeting up as you all know in the update. She would send me Facebook messages, but then stopped. Then before Christmas, she sends me a text message and then voicemail and Facebook, asking me what I will be doing for Christmas or New Year's Eve. She sent me some quote on forgiveness again and learning, and some story about some person who didn't mature until later, and that everyone learns, some mature faster than others, basically hinting that the story is about her. That she didn't realize she hurt someone until she lost everything, and now feels the pain of that person she hurts, and didn't realize that person is someone she should have been with. Anyway, I didn't reply to her. After Christmas, her friend messages me on Facebook, and said I was a pathetic excuse for a man. She said I was a coward and didn't deserve her, and that I was weak for not moving on and forgiving her. She also said a man should never do what I did, and hurt a woman's feelings. That I was showing my true colors and being mean-spirited. She then said, if I really loved her, I would have given her a second chance, and said, all that stuff I said about loving her years ago, was all fake then, because now that she is single and not as good looking, it shows I was shallow and only loved her for her looks. She really ripped on me. I decided to message her friend back, and told her, well, what do I get that's so special? She said, what do you mean? And I said she cheated on me, left me, basically abandoned me, and never thought about me, and had kids with another man that you helped approve and hooked her up with, and told her I was no good years ago. Her friend didn't bother answering, and just sent me, to talk to the hand emoji, and said, you know what, this convo is over, you loser, it's 2021 and women deserve better, bye bye. She couldn't answer when I told her you hooked her up with that husband who cheated on her. Her friends are toxic. I do still feel bad for her. She was naive and indecisive, and it's sad when girls can't think on their own like my ex. They would have controlling women who do stuff like this as friends. I shut her up with the comment about her hooking her up and approving her ex-husband, who ended up cheating and telling her I was no good years ago. This friend is a piece of crud. No remorse. She can't feel guilt or refuses to feel guilty or bad for her, advised my ex not to be with me, then hooking her up with the piece of crud who married her that then cheated and left her hanging. So instead, she attacks me, calls me less of a man. LOL, I haven't seen this girl in 15 years, so WTF? It's my fault? Talk about trying to deflect or take away any blame from herself. Now for the closing comments. Yup, it's 2021. She's a strong independent woman that don't need a man. Maybe she should go to the baby daddy for support. I don't even think it's about you anymore. I think your ex feels bad for herself, but knows she can't because she did it to you. So now she knows that she put you through this feeling she feels now, and as such, is hyperfixated on you because she wants you to forgive her, but also she selfishly wants the benefits your relationship brought her again. Ignore her friends. They degraded this woman to the point she's at now. They sound like very nasty pieces of work. They just want to hurt you because they don't care about you, and you hurt their friend. You would be a pathetic loser for getting back with her, not because she's a divorcee with 3 kids, but because this is a person who hurt you very severely in the past and acted like it meant nothing. Her and her friends don't get to call the shots here. I know you said she got married and had kids, and can only assume her friends are the same age as her, but WTF, they sound like 16-year-old girls still in high school. I mean, she had her dad call you. Her dad. Dude, I don't care if you're an executive at a Fortune 500 company, or a street sweeper for the garbage company. Stay the hell away from these crazy girls, cause they're sure not women. You dodge not a bullet, but a cannon volley of crazy. I know it hurt when it happened, but just think, you could be married to this girl with all her girlfriends still in tow. Good luck to you. I took the bait, and had to respond because she sent me some accusatory message and I had to defend myself. I saved the convo just in case. I replied calmly, just crazy how sinister this friend is. No guilt at all, even trying to blame me when she is the one who hooked her up with that no good man, and then told her I was not good enough for her years ago. And that's it for this video, guys. If you have thoughts to share, leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this content. I'll catch you in the next one. Good day everyone.